There are 7 hidden reasons that your body won't let go of weight, and hormones are one of the major ones. But today we're going to be covering the other 6, and by the end, you'll know exactly which ones apply to you. So, years ago, I was making one of the biggest dietary mistakes for weight loss that anybody can make, and I had no idea that I was doing it. And maybe this one describes you too. I was living in Boston, and every morning I would stop at Faneuil Hall and grab one of these incredible, oversized muffins for breakfast. I would take it to work and I'd eat it with my coffee, and they were amazing. But every afternoon I would crash, falling asleep at my desk, closing my eyes at stoplights, having no energy in the evening, and my weight just started creeping up. So, what I've discovered since is that we women absolutely require protein and healthy fats to slow down the blood sugar spikes that so often lead to weight gain. And that's only one of the 6 areas of weight loss resistance that we're going to uncover today. So, let's start with one that completely changed the way I looked at nutrition: blood sugar balance and protein. So, like I said, the problem wasn't necessarily eating too many carbs. The problem was I wasn't eating enough protein or healthy fat to keep my blood sugar stable and keep me satisfied and support a healthy metabolism. So, protein and healthy fat really slow down digestion, help you control the blood sugar spikes, and improve your satiety, which means that your appetite, and support muscle. And it cuts down those afternoon cravings that send us hunting for a snack. Could this be you? Ask yourself, do you crave sweets or bread? Do you get sleepy after meals? Are you hungry again within a few hours? Is your breakfast mostly cereal, oatmeal, toast, bagels, muffins, or fruit? Are you eating less than 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal, especially at the breakfast? The most helpful 2 tests for this are your hemoglobin A1C and your fasting glucose. And what you can do right now is build your meal around protein first. So aim for 25 to 30 grams at each meal, add a healthy fat, then high fiber. Try to do high fiber carbs as much as possible. So many women notice fewer cravings and steadier energy within days. So if that's you, type blood sugar in the comments. The next category is lifestyle. And most people think lifestyle just means exercise more. And it's bigger than that. So it includes sleep, chronic stress, meal timing, sedentary lifestyle, or the opposite problem I see all the time: overtraining. And I actually see more women spending too much time in the gym and wondering why the scale isn't moving. So ask yourself, are you getting 7 to 9 hours of restful sleep? Do you feel constantly rushed or on edge all the time? Are you sitting a lot of the day? Are you exercising hard but not seeing results on your scale? Are your workouts longer than an hour without a lot of variety between cardio and strength? Helpful tools are this sleep tracking. You can use your watch or some other tool, your HRV level. And one place to start is to make sure you're mixing cardio and strength training and cap your sessions at 45 to 60 minutes to give your body room to recover. So if that's you, type lifestyle in the comments. All right, the next category is gut health. So your gut health isn't just about digestion. It influences your inflammation, the nutrient absorption, appetite regulating, and even your hormone metabolism. So, ever start a new probiotic and you feel worse before you feel better? That's your gut talking. So, ask yourself, do you deal with bloating, gas, constipation, or diarrhea on a regular basis? Have you been diagnosed with IBS? Are you noticing more in food sensitivities, like suddenly you just can't eat certain foods more than you used to? How about antibiotics? Have you been taking them frequently over the years? The tests that you can take to kind of decipher if this is you is a GI map or comprehensive stool testing. So, one place to start with this is start identifying which foods actually trigger your symptoms instead of assuming that what's healthy for one person is healthy for you. Support your immune system so you can avoid unnecessary antibiotics and consider targeted probiotics and prebiotics. So, if this sounds like you, type gut in the comments. And notice that we haven't mentioned hormones once. That's the point of this video because these are the pieces that most weight loss programs and videos skip entirely. All right, inflammation doesn't just cause pain. It can drive insulin resistance, cravings, and weight loss resistance. One major cause of generalized inflammation is rarely talked about, and it's called histamine intolerance. Now, histamine intolerance can cause reactions to things like red wine, aged cheeses, or even your leftover chicken in your refrigerator. I go deep on this topic in a separate video, and I'm going to link that below, so I'm not going to repeat it all here. But ask yourself, are you getting hives, headaches, or flushing and not knowing where it's coming from? That actually could be related to histamine intolerance. How about, do you have joint achiness or stubborn belly fat? Do you have autoimmune condition like psoriasis, rheumatoid arthritis, or MS? Does it take you longer to recover from workouts or illness than it used to? And have you ever wondered why you seem to be more prone to inflammation than other people around you, even with a similar diet and lifestyle? Tests that you can do to help diagnose this is CRP, ESR, the omega-3 index, and one test that I really love that I use a lot with my clients is a 3x4 genetics test. This can demonstrate if you have a genetic predisposition to inflammation or histamine intolerance. And one thing that you can start today is add more colorful vegetables, omega-3 fats like salmon or quality supplement, bring in resistance exercise, prioritize restorative sleep, and cut back on processed foods. If histamine symptoms sound familiar, check out my full video on that below. And if this is one that you relate to, type inflammation in the comments. How about category 5? This is kind of a new one, and this is one that most people rarely think about. Our bodies are being exposed to plastics and pesticides and air pollution and mold and heavy metals more than ever every single day. And researchers are starting to find that many of these can interfere with our metabolism, our hormone balance, and chronic inflammation. So ask yourself, do you get frequent headaches or brain fog and you don't know the cause? Do you seem sensitive to chemicals, fragrances, or mold? How about unexplained symptoms that your doctor just can't quite pin down? One place to start is filter your drinking water. Reduce plastics in your kitchen, especially anything that you would heat in plastic. Don't do that. Start paying attention to product labels. This one is big enough that it deserves its own deep dive. In the next video, I'm going to go all in on microplastics and show you what the research actually shows and what you can realistically do about it. So subscribe so you don't miss that one. All right, and if that's you, type toxins in the comments. Category 6, our inner environment. One of the most overlooked causes of weight loss resistance is the environment inside our own body and mind. That involves chronic stress, negative self-talk and judgment of ourselves, unprocessed trauma, the quiet feeling of never being enough. These aren't just emotions, they create an actual physiological response. Cortisol, cravings, inflammation, and appetite regulation are all affected by what's happening inside your body and your inner world. So ask yourself, Is your inner voice being more critical than encouraging? Do you turn food after stressful or emotional moments? Does "I should be doing better than this" sound familiar? If this resonates with you, watch my inner voice video next, and I break down exactly how changing your emotional environment can change your physiology. So if that's you, type mindset in the comments. So in closing, here's the thing to remember. Most women don't have just one category. They usually have two or three working together at the same time. And that's why guessing rarely works and why sometimes you need to look deeper. So the more clearly you understand why your body is resisting, the easier it becomes to choose the right solution instead of trying just another diet or restricting your calories. Today was about hidden causes of weight loss resistance beyond hormones. But if you want to know more about how your hormones specifically might be affecting your weight, that's what my free 10 hormone weight and anti-aging quiz is for. It's the best next step, and the link is in the description. So if this video resonated with you, please like and subscribe to my channel so we can continue to bring you the challenges and solutions facing midlife women that are often difficult to find anywhere else. So thank you for listening, and let me know in the comments which category hit closest to home for you. Have a happy, healthy day. Namaste.